This is how you make the circle stitch. Okay, so the first step for making any lanyard is to get some string out. For this, you're only going to need 2 pieces, and they can be as long or as short as you'd like. I'm going to grab them both at both ends, and then meet them in the middle and grab the middle of both strings. Then I'm going to take them and form an X over my finger. So you'll notice I have a white string going to the left and a right string going to the right. Wow, that's hard to say. And a red to the left and a red to the right. Then I'm forming 2 loops with the white strings and using the red to weave in and out, over and under those white strings. Then you just pull it all tight. Next, now normally if you were doing a box stitch, you would just go for that empty white space across from your string, like so. You just go straight across, right? But for this, to get your lanyard to do a twist, you kind of got to manipulate it a little bit differently. So instead of going straight across, I'm actually going to bring it to the side of the string. So the other side, like if you look at this, instead of going forward, it's going to the side. Then obviously my white string on the other side can't go to that white space anymore. He also needs to go to the side. So like think that Beyonce song, to the left, that's what you're doing with this one. And then your red strings are naturally just gonna go where they can, right? They're gonna go over that loose string and under the loop, and over the loose string and under the loop. If you do it wrong, or you direct your red strings to the wrong spot, it'll fall apart and you'll know that you haven't arranged them correctly. But if you do it correctly, you should be able to pull it all tight and get something that looks sort of like this. You'll notice the base of your lanyard now has a little bit of a rounded shape to it as opposed to a boxy shape. So here I am doing the stitch again, just taking my strings and putting them off to the side, and then taking the red buddies, and see I'm going over this first string, which is a loose string, and I'm going under the loop. And I'm gonna do that again for the other string, going over that loose string and going under this loop right here. And then now I can pull it all tight. So after a couple of stitches, you should get something that looks like this. It's a more rounded shape with kind of this twisting spiral going up. And that is really just because you went off to the side like this, as opposed to going straight across. That's really like the big picture. Another way that you can think of it is like instead of going across into the white space, you go off to the side into that red space. And that's kind of just how you do it. You can finish it off however you like, by adding more strings or just tying a knot. It's really up to you, but there you have it. That is how you do the circle stitch. Thank you so much for watching, and keep blooming. Bye!